Tutor Polly here, back with another question. Here it's the quotient rule. We need to differentiate this function, which I am calling y. This is a function divided by a function. So the quotient rule is the derivative of the top times the bottom minus the derivative of the bottom times the top, all over the bottom squared. And I usually say the derivative of the top, or excuse me, the derivative of the first times the second minus the derivative of the second times the first, all over the second squared. All right. So, well, lucky for us, they gave us the top and bottom. Okay, so we're basically half done. We just have to individually differentiate these two functions, and then we just plug in. So we're creating our legend of knowledge. Okay, so we just need f prime and g prime. All right, so let's do g prime first because that's just the power rule. We have a coefficient and an exponent. So you multiply the coefficient by the exponent and then subtract 1 from the exponent. So we're looking at that 1 and the 5. So it's going to be 5 times 1, x to the 5 minus 1. All right, so that's 5 there, and then the exponent will be 4. Let's do it again. These are separated by addition, so we can differentiate them individually, right? We're looking at the 1 and 1/3. So it's going to be plus 1 times 1/3, right? The coefficient times the exponent, and then subtract 1 from the exponent. We're working with fractions here, so 1/3 minus 1 is 1/3 minus 3/3. You'll get 1/3 for the coefficient, negative 2/3 for the exponent. All right, plus 4, the derivative of any constant is 0. Think about the line y equals 4. That's a horizontal line. Its slope is 0. So the derivative of that function is 0. The slope is 0. Let's move on. We're done with g prime. Let's move on to f and f prime. Now we have to know this framework, which is ln of x. The derivative of ln of x is 1 over x, but we have to deal with the chain rule here. Okay, so that's the derivative of the outside times the derivative of the inside. The derivative of x is 1. So 1 over x, notice the inside doesn't change, okay, times the derivative of the inside times 1. So now we have the ln of 3x, so it's going to be 1 over 3x, the inside isn't changing, times the derivative of the inside in those parentheses. The derivative of 3x is 3, so it's times 3. 3 over 3x, they cancel. You're just left with 1 over x still. But it won't always be like that. We still had to do the chain rule. All right, so if you didn't do the chain rule there and you got 1 over x, you were right for the wrong reasons. Lastly, we're just plugging in. So again, the derivative of the first times the second minus derivative of the second times the first, all over the second squared. This is our answer.